morning, peoples. Sorry about the political outburst yesterday. I was pretty wound up. Still am, but I'm going to focus on the prize today. Whatever happens, happens. So, November the 6th, Friday morning. Did you cheat the other fellow or yourself? Stay on topic, stay on topic. Did you cheat the other fellow or yourself? Think carefully before you answer. When you are dishonest in your dealings with others or when you take advantage of them, you cheat yourself more than you cheat them. They may regret their dealings with you for a time, but they will eventually get over it and move on to other things. You, on the other hand, must live with your behavior for the rest of your life. In your heart, you will know the truth about what kind of person you are. Everyone is occasionally tempted to take advantage of others if they are dumb enough to get themselves into the situation. Oh, thank you. Appreciate that. I don't miss that. You notice in Chiang Mai there was no freaking big ass trucks and little small motorcycles with little small big tie riders with big tailpipes. Didn't miss that at all. Yeah, back in Pi. You got your green screen. Everyone is occasionally tempted to take advantage of others if they're dumb enough to get themselves into this situation. The thinking goes, they deserve what they get. Oh, America, yeah, there you go. In reality, however, when you are fair and honest with a person of whom you could have taken advantage, you become a better person. We'll not talk about politics. We'll not talk about politics. Okay, so politicians are interesting people because they supposedly, allegedly represent us. But as I've said before, I don't vote. I'm not registered to vote because I haven't felt like a politician has represented the American people more so than their own self-interest in many, many years, maybe since the 60s. A certain type of person becomes a politician, and ego plays a huge part. Looking at the current president, his ego is massive and turns a lot of people off legitimately. You know, he's more worried about Twitter than he is at running the country, and that's a problem, right? And I see that a lot of politicians on every level. And I talked about my buddy that I played basketball with growing up, who became mayor of my little small town that I grew up in, and was caught stealing, taking money, taking bribes. So, and he was a good guy. He was just like you and me. He's a regular guy. But when they get to be politicians, the temptation, you know. I weighed myself when I went down to Chiang Mai, and I was down to 121 kilos, down from like 124, 122. So that was the lowest I've weighed since I've been in Thailand, and I was really happy. I was like, yeah, woohoo, yeah, man, I lost a little bit more weight. That's awesome. And then we went to this pizza place that a buddy of mine recommended, and I made the video on it, and it was delicious pizza. It was the closest thing to the pizza I had growing up since I moved to Thailand. We had a couple of pretty good New York style pizza places in Jacksonville, Rena's, Abe's. There was a few that were really good. Even Blaze. I really like Blaze pizza. That you go and you pick your toppings, you pick your sauce. They had like Alfredo sauce, pesto sauce, red sauce, and then you pick the meats. They had 26 friggin' toppings, like buffet style, Golden Corral style, and you pick the toppings and they would bake it off for you. That was awesome. I couldn't get enough of that. I really, really like that pizza. More because of the freedom. I like to pick and make it just my way, and it's the same price. It's not more. You could put 10 toppings on, and it's not more than if you put one topping on. So that was a cool place. I missed that. Hell, I'd probably go to that once a week and get fat again, have another heart attack. But anyway, this pizza came out of a brick oven, hand fired, by hand, made by hand, and wood fired brick pizza oven, traditional, and that gives a really crispy crust with just a little bit of char. The sauce was good, the cheese was good. They had big old pieces of bacon on it. It was a meats pizza. and they put the meat on. They didn't give you two pieces of meat. You know, in Thailand a lot it's skimpy toppings. The sauce is more ketchupy than tomato sauce, and they use cheap cheese, which runs and drips and gives you all that oil, that orange oil you get from a piece of pizza. That's cheap cheese. This was not cheap cheese. It was expensive. It was $20 for two people. So that's like United States prices, you know, which is once again crazy in Thailand, but it was good. And I ate the whole damn thing. So yesterday, before we left, there was a scale outside one of the places I stepped on. It was like 124, right back up to where I had been, because I ate the whole damn thing. You know, I do not lose weight in Chiang Mai because there's so many great restaurants. Chiang Mai is like, I don't want to say New York City because that's Bangkok, but Chiang Mai is like Chicago in America because it's cleaner than Bangkok. It's not as congested as Bangkok, but you can find every type of food there. You know, which is what I'm used to in America. If you want Mexican, you go, there's 3-4 good Mexican places close by you. If you want any given thing in a supermarket, I was looking for salmon roe. I got on the salmon roe kick in sushi, and I could not find salmon roe. I found it in one supermarket, but they had it in Chiang Mai. So, you know, it's everything's there. You just need to know where to look. Literally everything is there. Ranch dressing, stuff that I've been looking for 6 months. There's a store called Rimping, and I guess it's the equivalent of Whole Foods. So I already talked about Big C being your normal local supermarket. Actually, like a Walmart, Big C is, because they also have clothes and pots and pans and stuff. So a Big C is like Walmart, but cleaner, better staffed. I mean, they have 12, 14 registers open with people there, you know, unlike Walmart with 2 lines. So yeah, Big C, Walmart, Tesco, Lotus. Tesco, Lotus is your Publix or Food Line or Aldi or wherever you shop, your local supermarket. That's Tesco, Lotus. And they have some small ones, Tesco, Lotus Express. But most of them are full sized and have everything you normally need. And then of course Macro is like BJ's or Costco. It's the Sam's Club. It's the wholesale club, the big box store where you buy shit in bulk and, you know, pretty good prices. And they also have fresh seafood and all that stuff. They have live fish swimming in a tank in the Macro. So that's where Thailand's a little bit different from America. But Rimping, 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 I have recently discovered the last 2 times I've been down there. And that's got all your high-end Western food. So salmon roe, I found it, Rimping, 2,000 baht, $60, but they had it. Ricotta cheese. I wanted to make lasagna. You know, I've been on a lasagna kick. I had some. It satiated me, but long term, that's something that I'm used to. Well, I feel like lasagna. You just put it in Olive Garden, right? Just go get it. And that's not possible here. So I bought the glass pan, I bought the noodles, and I needed the ricotta, right, the inside. And then while I was down in Rimping getting the ricotta, which they did have, now they only had one brand, and once again it was like 200 something baht, like $8 for a small tub of ricotta. I had to buy 4, right? But whatever, it's like I'm gonna make my freaking lasagna. And the reason I bought 4 tubs of the ricotta, because it's pretty small, it's like a cream cheese tub or a small butter tub, is while I was down there I found stuffed shells. And that is something I have not seen anywhere else in Thailand, is the shell, the big jumbo shell that you fill with ricotta, right? It's a mixture of ricotta and mozzarella cheese, and they put sauce over it. I love stuffed shells. That's one of my favorite Italian foods. It's like manicotti, but instead of a tube, it's a shell, a little seashell, jumbo, you know, like pretty big. So I got very excited when I saw that, and basically bought extra mozzarella cheese. I had already bought mozzarella cheese in Yoke Intertrade, which is almost kind of like a restaurant supply shop. And I bought more mozzarella. Not in Rimping, but in Macro, the big box store. So I got mozzarella, I got ricotta, I got sauce, red sauce. So I am set. This week I will be having lasagna and or jumbo stuffed shells. But when we go to Macro, when we buy for the store, it's 3 or 4 thousand baht. So you're talking about 100 to 130 bucks. Cheap in America, especially for a big cart full of shit. But 4,000 baht is a lot of money here. When I went to Rimping, it was 3,000 baht. So, I mean, the prices are sky high for Thailand, but still, going to Whole Foods and spending $100, I got steaks, I got the ranch dressing, I got 4 tubs of ricotta, I got smoked Gouda cheese because I like to snack on smoked Gouda cheese and crackers. I mean, just the steaks are like 200 baht a piece, almost 300. So you're talking $8 to $10 a steak. Australian ribeyes. I got like 4 steaks. I got beans for chili. I'd made chili earlier. I should have filmed it. I really should have filmed it. But I used the wrong beans. I didn't have the right beans. Now I got the right beans. So when I make it, I'll film it. 3 times ago, I had bought a crock pot. And now I found that they finally have an Instant Pot, which if you never used it is a crock pot / pressure cooker. I bought one of those for 99 bucks in the States, and I was cooking the hell out of ribs and chili and all kinds of shit before I left. And I didn't bring it because of the different voltage here, 240 volts. 50 hertz, so you need to buy all your appliances here in Thailand. So I will buy a Thai Instant Pot. Unfortunately, it's 10,000 baht, so you're talking about $300 for something you can buy all day, all for $99 over there. And once again, you can't buy it for 99 and ship it for 99, which is what it costs, because it won't plug in here. And yeah, they make inverters and stuff, but I'd rather just get the proper one. So that's it for today, guys. That's what's going on. I gained weight. Well, I gained back the weight I had lost in Chiang Mai because, when there's so many good restaurants and so many great choices, I'm gonna eat there because I like to eat. Want to lose weight, but I also like good food. I'm a foodie, and Chiang Mai has everything you're looking for if you're a foodie.